Governor Ron DeSantis is returning nearly $900 million in federal funds to Uncle Sam.
It seems like Elon Musk is starting a new trend. Now Florida is trying to create their own DOGE, but they seem to be finding a lot of money that wasn't spent. Let's see what's going on. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Blue, and we're back with another video. So apparently, DOGE has been such, I don't know if it's been a big hit or whatever the case may be, but it's gotten enough attention to where DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is now trying to search and see where there's some extra government spending that wasn't needed. And apparently he found a lot. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about.
Governor Ron DeSantis is returning nearly $900 million in federal funds to Uncle Sam. That move coming after he met with Elon Musk and his DOGE team on Friday. DeSantis saying, quote, "For years, Florida has been trying to return federal funds to the federal government due to the ideological strings attached by the Biden administration, but they couldn't even figure out how to accept it back." Jackie.
And that's a problem. That's the thing that kind of really never made sense to me, especially like from a business perspective. You know how they're given a budget and stuff like that. And if they don't use up all that money, then it's like, all right, let's figure out how to use up the money so that, you know, we could get the same amount next year. So why is it that he found 800 million of just trying to figure out what to, you tell me this whole time they just been figuring out what to do and just been spending it on absolutely trash? If that's the case, nothing that they actually needed. So you tell me they can't just send it back so that it could be used in a better way? It doesn't, like, but I mean, there's just so much that I still don't understand about it.
DeAngelis is co-host of the Big Money Show on Fox Business. She joins us now. So great to see you,
Good
Jackie.
morning.
Thanks for coming in. So it's so put politics aside. The federal government has given a state nearly $1 billion. They saved the money and they want to give it back, and the government has no way of bringing it back.
Is that not the most wild thing you've ever heard? That there is no system, no pathway to return the money? No, we don't want your money. Right. You keep it, Ron DeSantis. But seriously, these were federal funds, and it was $878,112,000 to be exact, because we care 112.
Because you know numbers and math.
And what's amazing about this to me is that Florida is able to be efficient, right? Everybody flocked there during COVID. There's no state income tax. People want to live there because it's a better lifestyle. And he's able to sit down and sort of doge within his own state and find ways to save money, to say, we're going to give this money back to the federal government. And he just had one conversation with Elon Musk. That's all that it took to say, okay, we'll take that money back. We'll take it back gladly. And you know that it's going back to the federal government, and it's not going to be wasted again, because there are, you know, procedures in place to not do that. And what I love about this is red states, I think this is going to be a trend, and you're going to see them do it. Blue states are mad about DOGE in general, and they don't want to see it in the federal government, let alone at the state level. But there are ways. Look, the state budget is like your household budget. At a certain point, you can say, this isn't working, we're wasting, we got to tighten up the belt, and we've got to find ways to save. Why can't we do that for the American taxpayers? Right. DeSantis is doing it. Elon Musk is doing it. It can be done.
I love that you use the word efficient, and note that Florida does this without an income tax.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that shouldn't be like a political fight. It's just a matter of mathematical efficiency.
Right.
And obviously, Ron DeSantis is on the cutting edge of that sort of efficiency. But do you get a sense that in the political world that this is kind of breaking through and people are starting to realize that actually it is about efficiency? It's not about partisanship.
I think it's a financial revolution is what's happening. And
we're
finally, it's in style. It's in vogue to be able to cut your budget down and say, we're not wasting your money anymore. And that's something that we've needed in this country for a long time, because the taxpayer in this country is really getting squeezed. You get to the point where you're like, I'm giving away so much. Why should I be working? And we talk about that all the time on the Big Money Show. People are frustrated, and they don't even mind paying their taxes when they see it going to things that are working for them within the community, for example. But when they see it being wasted, and then the government keeps asking you for more, that's where the outrage starts. One quick thing, people worry that when someone like DeSantis cuts like this, that all of a sudden you'll see sales tax go up, or they'll try to find it in another way. I don't think that's going to happen here. I know that he thinks there would be backlash with that, so they'll be careful.
I don't know, y'all. I think they're definitely going to find a way to repurpose that money, find somewhere to really kind of allocate, because they can't just lose everything. But like I was saying earlier, like the idea of, when it comes to businesses, we're given a budget. If we don't use a full budget, just give it back, and figure it out, because that's not only like, if this could go to the federal government, this could help other people around the US, not just, Florida, because clearly Florida has used the money that it needed to do what it needs to do, and it's not doing any extra spending on stuff that doesn't need to be done. I don't understand. I guess to those that aren't a fan of Doge, I don't understand. Like, I can see why the idea of Doge is a problem, and some of the stuff that they're doing can appear to be a problem. But at the end of the day, as always, if there's going to be any change for the better, it comes with a sacrifice. It comes with, having to switch up the mindset and just coming with change that a lot of people are not going to like. When you're changing for the better, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like it, but that's because they don't see what the goal is and they don't see what's happening. If you're telling me that Ron DeSantis found 800 million in unnecessary in just extra money that they don't need, then yeah, give it back to wherever it could be used elsewhere. Who knows? Well, I mean, I would hope that they would know exactly what they're going to use the money for. But that just shows to me that everything that's happening in Florida that Ron DeSantis would be using the money for as the governor, as the state of Florida, then if they only needed a certain amount and they don't need the extra, why are we trying to make plans to utilize that extra? This is the government. They're here to work for the people. This isn't Coca-Cola factory. This isn't some website company that's just trying to figure out where they could they're going to buy a beer keg in the office just so that they can justify the amount of money that they paid because they just had that much extra, instead of just using that money to help increase the salary of their employees and stuff like that, and actually do something meaningful for the people. It's the same way here. Use that money to help benefit the taxpayers, if that's the case. If they don't need the money, I don't know, decrease the taxes for the next year, or give it to the people in a refund check or something like that. I don't know, something. Do it for something and not just for stupid crap, or just allocating it to whatever rich people that we got going on here. I'm very interested to see how this goes. And I'm very interested to see if other states start to follow suit. Of course, blue states aren't going to do that, but I think red states, they may just follow suit with this whole thing and try to really form up their own Doge with whatever it is that they got going on within their government. See what unnecessary spending that they have and make sure that it's only utilized for whatever is needed, and then just give the rest back to the federal government because that's who they got it from. Give it back. It's like student loans. That would probably help and decrease in our deficit because we're not sitting here hoarding or utilizing money that we didn't need that was given to us, type thing. We'll give it to them. I guess give it to those. I don't know. But we'll see exactly how that goes. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about Florida starting their own Doge thing and if other states should start doing it themselves. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.